This video is brought to you by my lovely patrons over on Patreon. If you'd like to support this channel and get some pretty nifty perks such as exclusive weekly audios and novel readings, the link is in the description. Hey there, Rook. Well, it's because, you know, this is your first. Yeah, I've been on the team for the past 3 years, and I swear, you're not. If you've been on this tennis team for the entirety of high school, and I haven't even noticed you one time, then that is, I'm probably the worst team captain of all time, I would say. Yeah, I know who you are. I know your name. Are you teasing me? Cool, awesome, great. That's a great thing to do with the captain, right? You know, really get you on good ground with them. I'm joking. I'm sorry. I don't even want to joke. I shouldn't have made that joke, but you were teasing me, so it's only fair to. But if I have a position of leadership, I don't want to come off cocky or weird or annoying. Cool. I'm glad. You did great today, by the way. Yeah. Quinn's really good. She's someone that I know pretty well, I guess. She's my ex. Yeah, and you beat the brakes off her, and she's really good. So you should feel very accomplished. And Coach was even giving you major props, which is not something Coach does ever. So you really should be feeling good about that right about now. Yeah, I just said you did great. You want me to give you even more props than that? Okay, fine. This is so silly. I'm silly. Come on. Why are you? Wow. Well, first of all, why are you pouting at me? Second of all, why is that working? What does that say about you? And what does that say about me? I can't be good either way. I don't know. Yeah, that spike on the third set. That was really good. Yeah. When you got it in the left corner, and then she kind of just hit it up, and you just pounded it. Yeah, great stuff. How about me, huh? Yeah, you had to be watching mine. I was not cocky either. That's just the first match of the whole thing. Nobody was okay. See, you were watching. Yeah, I worked on my backhand a lot over the summer. It was the weak point of my game, and I don't think I have a weak point in my game. Cockiness is unwarranted, and also over the top. And if you think I sound over the top, then I really should. I don't know how to tone it down anymore. I'm trying to. I just feel like I'm confident. When you spend an entire 3 months working on something, and you see significant improvement in that, I feel like you can be confident and talk that up a little bit. You know what I mean? Yeah. So why are you here? Yeah, why are you here? Well, nobody ever comes around to the front of the school after matches. So I'm always here. And I don't know, kind of a decompression little thing going on, but you're here. And in the 3 years that I've done matches at this school, nobody else has come around at the to the front of the building. So Why'd you do that? Oh yeah, no, chill. I'm not interrupting you or anything. If you gotta call her, you can go ahead and do that. I'm not trying to like. Hey, don't say that. You can say she's overbearing or whatever, but don't ever say she's too much. Because I wish that my mom was too much, instead of nothing. Sorry, that was a little too harsh. Just really tired after the match. My mom passed away a couple years ago, so I would like give anything in my power to have her be too much for me. You know what I mean? Like constantly checking on me, on me, like asking me where I am. So yeah. Sorry, and I know that's like not your problem, and I know like we're young and we deal with stuff differently. Everyone does, and everyone's at a different stage in their life progress. But I don't know. You don't need to be sorry. You don't need it's okay. Just I don't know. Appreciate her because she cares about you. Obviously, if she's like wanting you to check in with you constantly, especially because she didn't come to the match, so the least I assume she has work and stuff, but she's out here really wanting to show that she cares. So let her care. So you would think that would be like a great thing, Oh, being wise, being a leader, being a team captain. So yeah, and it's great until you can't relate to anybody. Don't get me wrong. I'm on good terms with everybody on the team. I have to be as a captain, but not really like friends. Not really like where everyone else is right now. They're out like celebrating, probably getting some like really good sandwiches, and I'm here ordering an Uber home. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm like unloading a bunch of stuff on you, and I don't want that to be like a weird thing for you because you didn't sign up for that. You just came out here and started talking to me, and I don't want to be overwhelming you, and I don't want you to view me in a different light. Gotta maintain the mysterious allure. I know you've probably heard people talk about how like cold I am or whatever. Ice cold. Cool. No, that's exactly what you want to hear about yourself. It's not that. I just don't like, I don't know. I don't really talk as much to people, which is why it's weird. I don't know exactly why I'm talking to you so much. Not saying that it's a bad thing, just saying that I am definitely confused as to why it is, why it's happening. No. Definitely don't leave. This is something I've been working on in therapy, is talking to people. So if you are actively wanting to participate in this conversation, it seems like I'll have to tell my therapist next week. And she'll be very happy that everything we talk about is paying off, I don't know. But yeah. What were we talking about? I kind of got distracted a little bit, I think. Oh yeah, no, everyone's off celebrating and I'm not. I'm getting Uber home, and my dad doesn't really. He's around, and by around I mean he does indeed put, a roof over my head, and that's about it. Sometimes he gets groceries. Doesn't really drive me anywhere. Kind of just ever since mom died, kind of just put himself completely into his work. And you would think that, he would also want to put himself into his son. That's like his last remaining close relative, but it didn't shake out that way. Yeah, see, now you see why I don't really talk to people. It's like, hey, how's your day? How's everything going? I'm like, my dad doesn't talk to me. I visited my mom's grave today. That was nice. You know what I mean? Not exactly something other 18-year-olds want to hear, or not necessarily something that, like, not something I want to talk to my teammates about, especially being a leader, So better go with the stoic, or as they would say, ice cold approach than emotional wreck, I guess. Thank you, though, for talking to me. I don't know. Like you said, I come off as pretty unapproachable to everyone else. So this is nice to have a human conversation with somebody. Usually, like, all I do is work at school and work at tennis. And that's like it. So it's nice to be able to talk to someone, because other than coach and my teammates, and oh no, I was dating Quinn before my mom passed away. And kind of probably the reason we broke up, if we're being honest with each other. Yeah. She'll say it was because I was emotionally unavailable. I will say it's because she wasn't able to handle my grief and me wanting to talk about my grief. Yeah, it was a messy, kind of. Depends on how you define messy. I think the undercurrents were far messier than the actual things that were on the surface. It wasn't great, either way. But it was messy enough for me to say that I'm very glad that you beat the dog water out of her. That was awesome to see. Oh my god, dating? Yeah, right. No, seriously. I mean, I know I exercise and I'm in like pretty good shape and all that. And I like to think I'm smart-ish, at least a little bit. And I know that I am good at tennis. You got to be a captain of a team, probably, you would think. But like you said, everyone kind of views me as this like very stone-faced, inaccessible person. So no, nobody approaches me. I haven't dated since Quinn at all. Blessing and a curse, because blessing because I don't have a distraction in that way. Not that I necessarily view relationships as a distraction, but by technicality, they are something that takes time away from pursuing other things. Curse because I don't have anyone to share my successes with, or my failures, or anything for that matter. So, not great, but lots of questions about my dating life, huh? Yeah, I'm open. I think any human being in the world that's not like aromantic is open to the idea of finding love, like open to finding it, and like open to, like, if it comes across their path, and you're like, oh, hey, here's a chance of finding love, and you're like, yeah, I would absolutely adore that, but I don't know if it's in the cards. Yeah. What? Okay, a proposition. I love propositions. Do tell. Wait, did they not invite you? I don't like that at all. I'm going to have a conversation with them about that. Because they should be doing that as your teammates. I don't expect them to do it to me because, they can't relate to me, but you are the new person on the team. They should be including you in these celebrations and taking you out for food and stuff. In fact, you're the person, you proved out there that you're one of our best players. So, I don't know what they're doing in that regard. And I apologize on behalf of them. Yeah. I don't know. So what were you saying? What was the proposition? Well, I do love using one stone to knock down multiple birds for some reason. What a stupid saying that still exists. There's got to be a better way to phrase achieving multiple things with one action other than killing two birds with one stone. There has to be. There just has to be, Anyways, I'm sorry. I kind of go on random diatribes about things that aren't. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. No, so proposition. Sorry. Celebrate you and me? You want to celebrate with me? Why do you want that? You really mean that? Well, if it makes any difference or makes you feel any better about anything, the feeling is reciprocated. I haven't really connected with someone like this to this level, especially in such a short period of time since my mom passed. So if we were to just end it at this conversation and never talk for the rest of the season, I would be eternally grateful for you. This is probably going to provide me with more determination and that there are people out there, that aren't necessarily inherently completely superficially absorbed. And I'm not saying that people at our age shouldn't be that, I think in fact, on the contrary, they should be. They should have these superficial hyperfixations. They should have things that they can focus on that aren't literally tragic, terrible things. But it's nice to talk to someone who is cognizant of that type of stuff. So if you really want to go celebrate, the one thing about being alone for the past couple of years is that I've had to get myself food for the majority of the time because Dad rarely remembers to get groceries. So I know the best restaurants in town. And maybe this is a mean thing, but I haven't shared them with any of the team. So I know that they're not anywhere we would go. Do you want to can I hope I'm not sounding too over. I'm not presuming anything. Is this a date? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I just asked because, you were asking about my dating life and maybe I misinterpreted some eye contact that happened at certain points of the conversation. That shit-eating grin is insane. That's insane. You can't tease me like that. I'm super hyper aware of things like that. You can't be teasing me like that. That's not fair at all. So do you want to do you actually want it to be a date? Yeah. I would like for it to be a date if you're okay with that. I know you already said you're okay with that. I'm very much a double and triple checker. Yeah. Well, how about can I double check something else? When I said yes to going out on this date with you, did you blush? I don't know. I think you did. Well, we can test that, Well, we've been talking at this distance for a little bit, and I can, get a little bit closer. And I can look you in the eyes and hey, I said I haven't dated in a couple of years. That doesn't mean that all of my romantic skills and flirting just goes out the window. I don't think they have cameras out here. Out front, the school. I don't think so. So what do you say, Rook? Are you gonna go? Oh, absolutely. I'm going to call you Rook. I may be your current date, but I am also your captain, so I will be calling you Rook. Okay. Okay. I won't. I'm just teasing. I'm teasing. But are you ready to go? My Uber's gonna be here in like 5 minutes. Yeah. Hey, go call your mom. Let her know how everything went. You've probably held her up long enough. She's probably really worried about you. Yeah, I'll be here. And one more kiss. Cool. Okay. I'll be out here waiting.